Hey, what's up guys? It's Coach Emily here, and today I'm going to be teaching you some intro drills. So, first things first, we're going to be learning two backward rolls drills and two cartwheel drills. So before we get started, some things you need to know is first, always tell a parent before you start doing anything, before you start stretching, before you start doing any kind of drills whatsoever. Preferably have a parent watching you while you're doing it. Second, please make sure you're not using any furniture, any walls, any mattresses, absolutely anything around you, because that is not safe and it can tip over at any time. Third, please make sure you have no furniture around you, because all of these drills you're going to need some space. So make sure you don't have any furniture around you so you don't run into it. And fourth, make sure you are staying in your comfort zone this entire time. If we do a drill that is too hard for you, then try to break it down a little bit, only do the beginning part of it, and we will show you some modified versions to show you how an easier version could work, so you can try that as well. Now let's get started with the drills. We're going to start the 1 minute timer. Set timer for 1 minute. And we're going to start right now. So with this, you want to make sure that your feet are getting up super high every single time. You don't want to start lagging and getting your feet low. That's lazy. We don't want any of that. So you got about 45 seconds left. And 30 more seconds. We're almost there. This will get your body very warm first so we can start stretching real soon. 20 seconds. And 10 seconds left. Almost done. And stop. Very good job, everyone. Now, next things next, we're going to do 30 jumping jacks. So, I'm going to count with y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Very good job, everyone. Last thing for this warm-up right here, we are going to do burpees, 15 of them. You want to make sure you are jumping up after you jump down into that plank, okay? Jump up, down into your plank, and jump back up. That's 1, and you keep going, that's 2. We're going to go to 15. That's 3, 4, 5, you got 10 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're almost done. You got 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All done. Very good job, everyone. We're going to do some flexibility stretches. So first things first, you're going to bring your legs apart in a straddle, arms up to the sky, and you're going to reach over to the right side. You're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. 1, try to get your legs a little bit further apart. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms up to the sky and reach over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms up to the sky and reach all the way to the middle. If you can touch the ground like Bradley can, then I want you to try to walk your hands backwards. Trying to stretch your thighs right there. You should feel it right there in your thigh, okay? 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit in a pike. Want to make sure your toes are pointed, feet are straight and together, okay? Reach all the way over your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can do what Bradley's doing and already grab your feet, then I want you to go ahead and grab your toes and pull up on your legs, okay? And pull up. Good, try to grab those toes and pull those feet up. Good, you want to try to make your legs even super straight and together with this as well. 5, squeeze those feet together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And next we're going to do a butterfly. Go ahead. You're going to bring your feet in towards you, touching the bottom of your feet together, flopping those knees just like butterfly wings. 10 of them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good job. Next, you're going to bring your arm. You can do whichever arm. We're going to bring our right arm all the way up to the sky. You're going to pat yourself on the back. And with your other arm, you're going to pull your elbow. So, there you go. You're going to pull your elbow all the way to the side. Pat yourself in the back, then pull your elbow. Hold this for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other arm. Pat yourself in the back, then pull your elbow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, you're going to bring your right arm in front of you, and then you're going to scoop it towards your chest. There you go. You're going to scoop it towards your chest, and you're going to try to pull your arm as close to your chest as you possibly can, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other arm in front, and scoop, pull to your chest. Make sure your arms are super straight, or this arm is super straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Next, we're going to roll out our shoulders. So first, I want you to roll your shoulders backwards. Good. You're going to do this just a couple times. And then you're going to rotate it. You're going to go forwards. Good. And backwards again. And forwards again. Very good job. Next, we're going to do our wrists and ankles. So, Bradley, can you get on your knees for me? Good. You're just going to put your hands straight in front of you on the ground, and you're going to rock back and forth on your hands. Good. You're going to do that about 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to flip your hands in. You can flip them whichever way you want to, whichever way is comfortable for you, and then you keep rocking back and forth. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now make your fingertips face the walls and rock side to side. Good. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good job. And stand up for me. Or actually sit down in a plank. My bad. You're going to sit down in a plank. And I want you to bend one leg and start rolling out your ankle. I want you to try to spin your ankle about 10 times, okay? Once you do it about 10 times, then you're going to rotate and try to spin it the other way. You want to stretch it every way as much as possible, okay? Now, other foot. You're going to use your hand and try to just bring your toe around a circle. You can try to paint a circle with your toe. You can paint whatever you want with your toe, honestly. Good. And stand up for me. Next, we are going to do our splits. So, Bradley's going to face that way for me. And first, we're going to do our right leg split. So, Bradley's going to get down on her left knee. Good job. And you're going to make your front leg straight. Put one hand on each side. And hold this. Hold on. Straight arms. There you go. You're going to hold this just for a second. I want you to sit back onto your heel. Go ahead. Lean back. Sit back onto your heel. Good. And now you're going to lean forward. And now you're going to slide into your split. Go down as far as you can. If you cannot go down as far as Bradley, that is perfectly okay. Just make sure you're holding yourself with your arms super duper straight. And make sure your hips are facing forward, that front foot, okay? Notice how Bradley's all the way down. Her legs are super duper straight. Toes super duper pointed. And they are in a straight line. If her foot was all the way over here, then she would be totally crooked and totally out of line. So she has to make sure both her front knee is facing the ceiling and her back knee is facing the ground, okay? She's gonna hold this for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Next, you're gonna face that way. And we're gonna switch feet. Go down on one knee. And front leg straight. Good, I want you to lean forward and try to touch your nose to your knee. Very good job. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit back on your heel. Good, hold that 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna get back up. And make your front leg super duper straight, one hand on each side, and slide down as far as you can into this left leg split. Bradley also has her left leg split because she is very flexible and stretches all of the time. I know because I stretch her a lot of the time. So she's gonna try to make sure both toes are super duper pointed. Remember, your back knee facing the ground and your front knee facing the ceiling, okay? A lot of people try to bring this back knee and turn their foot, so it makes it easier for them, but it does not make your split correct nor make you any more flexible, okay? We're trying to work on getting more flexible here. So try to do it as correct as you can. And if you need someone to come over there and help you, go for it. If you need someone to push down on your hips a little bit to bring you down a little bit further, that's good too. Go ahead, stand up for me. Next, we are going to do a middle split. This is my favorite split personally. So Bradley, I want you to go down on your elbows, show us a middle split. You want to make sure all of your weight is on your elbows and that your toes and your hips are all in one line, okay? If your hips are too far in front of your toes or too far behind, then that means it is not correct and you're just trying to make it a little bit easier for yourself. So really try to get it in the middle so that way you can really work on getting this middle split as far down as you can in the right spot, okay? She's going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Very good job. If you cannot go as far down in any of the splits as you can that she is doing, just go down as far as you can. It is perfectly okay. She's very flexible, so she can go down far in all of them. But do it to your comfort level and however you can do it. Next, we're going to do a back bend. Okay, so I want you to lay down on the ground and push up into a back bend. Rock back and forth 10 times. Notice how her feet are staying super duper flat. That is super duper important, okay guys? Try to just rock back and forth 10 times. This is gonna stretch out your back, stretch out your hamstrings, stretch out your shoulders, which is most important for back bend kickovers, okay? Once you've done 10, you can come on down. Good. And we're gonna stretch out our back a little bit, so we're gonna do a little thing called a rock and roll. So go ahead, sit down. Have you ever done a rock and roll before, Bradley? Yeah, okay, show us what a rock and roll is. You're going to kind of just squeeze yourself like a little egg and just rock back and forth. I promise it looks weird, but it feels great on the back after you do some back bends, especially these, okay? This is just going to help stretch out your back a little bit. Now go ahead and stand up for me. And we are going to do a seal to try to stretch out that back just a little bit more. So go ahead, lay down on your belly. And she's going to try to bring her hands all the way in by her hips. So put your hands even further down. Good, and push up. Good, she's gonna push her head all the way up. She's gonna look up to the ceiling, trying to stretch her back and her shoulders up back as far as she can. She's gonna hold it for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Good, next she's gonna do a cockroach. So stay on your knees right there. And she's gonna bring her hands as far down in front of her as she can. Oh, a little bit further. You wanna sit down, make sure you're still sitting on your heels. And you're going to try to bring your nose down to the ground while still trying to reach your fingertips as far out as you can, okay? Still stretching that shoulders, okay? Going to hold this for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand up. for 15 seconds, okay? Go ahead, start. You're gonna run in place, get your knees up as high as you can the entire time, okay? We don't wanna get lazy. We wanna keep our knees up, trying to touch our chest the whole time. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, we're gonna do butt kicks. So she's gonna face that way, just to show you real quick. She's gonna try to kick her bottom in every single kick, running in place, okay? Go ahead for 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and breathe. Good. Next, we're going to do some mountain climbers. So what she's going to do is she's going to go down into kind of a plank, and then we're going to run in place in the plank, okay? So let's show you. Go ahead, turn to the side. Good. So she's going to be in a plank, and she's going to bring her knees up 15 times. 10. And stop. Very good job. Every time she brought those knees up, she's trying to touch her opposite elbow every single time. You don't actually have to touch it, but you definitely want to reach forward, okay? Next, we're going to do some squat jumps. So when we do these squat jumps, when we jump up, you want to make sure your feet come together, okay? You want your hands to stay in a clasp right in front of you the entire time, or they can be by your side, wherever you feel comfortable, okay? Ready? Let's do 10 of these. Go ahead. Down and up. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost done, 8, 9, and 10. Very good job. So next we're going to do a plank. So you're going to do the same thing that we did in the mountain climbers. You're going to go down into a plank, but you're going to go on your elbows, and we're going to hold that just for about 30 seconds. Try to make sure your feet stay together and straight the entire time, okay? 30 seconds now. 28, 27, 26, 25, very good. You want to make sure you're squeezing your core the entire time. Notice how her back is flat and her legs are straight. Bring your bottom up to the sky for me real quick. This is not what we want to do, okay? Try to bring your hips down too much. There you go, right there. That's not what you want to do either. You want your back to be super duper straight, okay? Flat like a board, okay? And 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Very good job. So this next thing is a little drill that I like to do. It's called side to side. So what you're going to do is you're going to be in a plank, and while you are in the plank, you are going to make one hip turn and touch the ground, okay? So she's going to go into her plank, and she's going to turn her hip to touch the ground, tap, and back up. That's 2 already. 3, 4, we're going to do 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, slow, 9, and 10. Good. Come down. Good, so the biggest thing about those is that you really want to try going as slow as you can the entire time, because you want to keep squeezing your core and keep that plank position as much as you can with your back flat and legs straight and together, okay? Next, we are going to do 15 toe taps. So she's going to lay down on her back and bring her feet all the way up to the sky, feet together, legs straight, and she's going to tap her toes and bring her shoulders up off of the ground, and that's 1, okay? Good, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doing 15 of these. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good job. With that, you also want to make sure you are squeezing your core the entire time, making sure you're not bringing your bottom off the ground, but keeping your shoulders up off of the ground and really squeezing that core just like you're doing a sit-up, okay? Next, this is also focusing on those abs. It's Russian twist. You can go ahead and face the camera for me. Good. She's going to bring her feet about 2 inches up off the ground, and she's going to make sure her shoulders are laying on the ground. She's going to tap each side once, okay? Good. That's 3. Good. And 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That was it. Very good job. You can do 20. You can do however many you want with those, just whatever you feel comfortable with. Last thing we're going to do is in and out. So go ahead and face the side for me. And go ahead and put your arms behind your back. Good. You want to make sure your arms are super duper straight. You're going to kind of lean on them just a little bit. And she's going to bring her feet out and then in. That's what it's called, in and out. So go ahead and freeze for a second. Notice how when she does this, her feet are about 2 inches up off the ground. You don't want your feet to be super duper high, but you also don't want them to be all the way down to the ground, okay? You want to keep them right here to squeeze your abs as much as you can, okay? We're going to do 15 of these. Go ahead. 1, 2, those abs. 7, 8, 9, 10, almost done. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good job. Notice how when she did that, she stayed very, very slow, making sure she was making her legs all the way straight and all the way in each and every time, okay? With all of these skills, please do not try to rush them. You want to try to do everything as slow as you can to make sure you're doing the right technique each and every time. Thank you so much, Savannah, for helping me out today. And that is all that we have for all of the conditioning drills. Okay, everyone, now we're going to do a little bit of a cool down, okay? So I have Savannah and Briley here, and they're going to help me out with it. So we're going to start off, bring your arms all the way up to the sky, slowly breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to try to bring your arms all the way behind your ears, slowly stretching them further and further back, stretching out those shoulders, okay? Good, breathe in and out. And then you're gonna come all the way down and try to touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, try to touch your ankles. Can't touch your ankles, try to touch your knees. Just go down however far you can, okay? You can already touch the ground, try to touch all the way to the ground. If you can't already do that, go ahead and try to hug, give your legs a good old bear hug, okay? And good, now I want you to walk your hands out. Good, just like that, into a seal. Make sure your feet are together. There you go, keep those feet together, legs straight. You're gonna try to bring your arms all the way to your hips and try to look up to the ceiling, okay? So I want you to bring those hands a little bit further in towards your hips. Good, push that hand, there you go. Push the hand in a little bit more towards your hip, very good. You're gonna hold this for about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna do a cockroach next. This is what we call a cockroach. So you're gonna sit back on your heels and just try to keep your arms super straight out as far as you can. Head down, trying to make your nose touch the ground, okay? This helps stretch out your shoulders. While you're doing this, I want you to keep walking your hands out as far as you can to make sure you're still stretching out those shoulders as much as you can. Make sure you are also breathing as slowly as possible, okay, this entire time. And sit up. Good. From here, they're going to roll their head around about 10 times. You can go whichever direction you want because in just a second, we're going to switch it. Good. Head all the way back and around and rotate it. Gonna go the other direction now. Try to make sure your neck is all stretched out. While you're doing this, you guys can stop doing that now. And I want you to rotate your wrist all around, okay? While you're rotating your wrist, you can also go down on your knees and you can put your hands in front of you and rock back and forth. You can rock forward and flip your hands, or you can make your fingertips face the walls and rock side to side. Whichever way, you can put your hands whichever direction you want, whichever way you feel comfortable, okay? And done. You're all done. Go ahead, stand up for me. Thank you so much for helping me out. That is all that we have with our cool down drills. You all are all good to go. Thank you all for watching very, very much. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy and well, and I cannot wait to see you all in the gym very, very soon.